Here is another one of our Culinary Works classics. And this is going to be hummus. Typically, a lot of times in some of our events, we put out hummus to start because it's a great thing because a lot of people like it. It's vegetarian, it's hearty, it kind of fills you up a little bit, and it's absolutely delicious. Today we're going to be making a feta, lemon, and dill hummus. Now, really what I want to teach you is just kind of the whole idea of making hummus from scratch. I think a lot of people feel like, oh my gosh, I can't make hummus. Well, it's way easier than you think. So the ingredients that we have here, so I can go through it with you, some kind of citrus generally, or maybe sometimes vinegar, depending on what you're doing. But today we're using lemon. The chickpeas, so these are just Goya chickpeas from a can that I drained. Certainly you could use chickpeas that you've dried or rehydrated from dried as well. Feta, so just we crumbled up some feta. And then obviously some fresh dill, the tahini paste, and some garlic, extra virgin olive oil, and then some water and salt and pepper, kind of obvious. And then obviously your garnishes that you're going to eat it with. So one thing I just want to mention about the tahini paste, which is basically just ground sesame seeds, is that you definitely want to buy one in glass because it's better than tin. And then also you want to look for one, that is very pourable. Like this one is it's not really like a thick paste. So a good quality hummus is one that you can kind of really pour right out. So, all right, so we're going to use a food processor today because that's going to be, really our best tool. And what we're going to do is put a garlic clove in first. We're going to put in some of our dill and just kind of get those kind of processed. And the other thing with hummus, it's very forgiving, so don't worry so much about how much am I putting in, or just, a lot of it's going to be just by taste. So we're just going to get these processed here, so it's going to be loud for a minute. All right. Looks pretty good. I'm going to get it going there. We're going to add... Oh my God, it already smells great. Oh, it's going to do our lemon zest here. So when you zest a lemon, this is how I like to do it. You see a lot of people actually on TV do it this way, but don't always believe everything on TV. It doesn't mean it's right. So they do it like this, but then they're constantly lifting up to see where they are. You really want to see what you're doing. So this way, you can see exactly what you're doing. Right, I see that, I'm right, right over top, and I'm right only on the yellow because you don't want the white. The white part of citrus is a little bitter, right? So we only want the essential oils here, okay, which is what we're getting from this. So we're going to kind of keep going here a little bit, get all of our zest here. Another really popular hummus that we do, probably overdone, throughout our, parties at home and Nantucket and things like that, is the cilantro lime, right, Brooke?
So good though.
It's so good. It is. I love it. It's such a great hummus. But I was like, we can't do that one again. Because it's all right, let's do the feta, lemon, and dill. And listen, even if for some reason, you didn't feel like you wanted to do this, but you wanted to spice up kind of your hummus that you have at home. So basically, a way to do that, I'm going to save a little bit for the top. A way to do that is to take a classic, kind of plain hummus, which is actually how I came up to this recipe because I, had a plain hummus and I was like, oh, let's do something to it. And I had some dill and I had some lemon and some feta. So I just took a plain hummus out of the container and kind of mixed it all up, and, it was great. Just another option to think about. Okay, so our zest is in here. We're going to add some tahini. See how that pours out so nicely? I'd say that's about a third or about a quarter cup. And I'm giving you all the equivalents, on the website. Okay, so let's process this. Then we're going to go ahead and add our chickpeas. Okay, good. Add our chickpeas here. We're going to save a little bit for the top. So put those in there. I feel like also too, we will show you guys, garnish is really important with hummus, especially if you're going to be serving it for entertaining, because it's nice to kind of make it look pretty, and it doesn't take a lot of effort and a lot of creativity, but it really, because remember, we eat as much with our eyes as we do, kind of with our taste buds and stomach and everything else. This is going to seem really thick. so we're definitely going to have to add a little bit of water. We're going to add some extra virgin olive oil. We're going to give it a stir. Oh, you can see things are not kind of processing around here. We got to get into our sides a little bit here so we can get a better, cohesive mixture there. Some salt. Those 2 nice pinches of salt. Pepper. Keep it going another minute. Hang in there. Alright, definitely getting there. Alright, let's take a stir. Take a little peek here. Thanks for hanging in there with the noise. Ooh. This is great for a sandwich. It's great for a little, definitely I would say hummus is probably something that I snack on a lot. My girlfriend, a lot of you know Devin, I was talking to her on the phone one time and I can hear this kind of crunch in my ear and I was like, so are you having hummus? She's like, oh, okay, of course you know me so well. Laughing. She probably eats it like a container a day. Can't get her to quite make it from scratch. Maybe this will inspire her. Okay, so let me just take a little taste here, see how we're doing. A little cracker here. Oh, we need lemon. The salt is good. We'll add our lemon. Because you need that height with hummus. You need that, kind of boost of flavor that the lemon's going to bring to the dish. And kind of that extra, And anytime, when you're cooking and something is, kind of flat, you're like, ooh, just doesn't taste so good. I recommend adding some, first of all, maybe a little salt. Second of all, I think what I recommend adding is, some kind of height, whether it's lemon, lime, vinegar, orange. Okay, so I'm putting in a little more dill. I just want a little more kind of dill flavor there. And that's the thing with cooking. You have to taste your food. Don't hesitate. Don't just put it out without tasting it. You need to know, what it tastes like before you're going to serve it. So right then, I was like, I really want there to be more of an herbaceous flavor. I want there to be more, height of lemon and really to taste the herbs. All right, here we go. It's great. Okay, so I'm going to give it one more little taste here, but I think we are kind of looking like we're in good shape. You can definitely see the dill. It has a nice, really pretty kind of that, kind of organic color. Let's see here. Cucumber. Are you cucumber or carrot? I would say I'm cucumber. How you choose. Great. Awesome. Okay, so far all we did here was lemon, dill, garlic, tahini, chickpeas, olive oil, salt. I mean, really not that many ingredients, right? We're not making this kind of super complicated here. Okay, so I'm going to garnish this up. So I'll show you guys what we're going to do for the garnish and we'll be right back. Okay, so how much were you guys paying attention? I forgot the feta. You were supposed to tell me. She forgot the feta. Okay, so we added some feta here, a quarter cup, not a lot, but okay, so let's process this up with a little feta. It'll make it a little chunky, but that's okay. I think that's kind of good. Okay. Smells good. So, give this another try. It's okay because you're allowed to forget things. I'm human. I'm not perfect. Great. The feta kind of adds that little bit of extra complexity. All right, so we're gonna put this in here. I'm sure we're gonna do for garnish here. All right, kind of make some swirls here, and we're gonna do our garnish. Definitely gonna garnish with a couple chickpeas, right? Because then people know, like, okay, this is a hummus or something. Some of the fresh dill on top. This looks amazing already. Definitely some feta, for sure. Ooh, a little bit on the side there. Okay, more chickpeas, so they got covered up. A little bit of lemon zest. A little bit of lemon zest there. Okay, lemon juice. It's really juicy. Okay, and then a teeny bit of extra virgin olive oil. I mean, oop, I'm wearing something here. Okay, that looks really, really yummy. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys here. That. So take a look. So that took all of what? Like, I mean, I don't know, 6-7 minutes, like at the most. So, you know, it's something that's really, you know, achievable. So don't like kind of discount trying to make your own hummus at home.